Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about stress, and boy oh boy have we had a lot of it in the last year. My household has been affected by the pandemic, and I'm sure your household has been affected as well. And what has that done? It has increased our stress, and sometimes bad things happen because of it. So, I'm going to talk to you today about what happens to our bodies when we're under a great deal of stress and some things that we might be able to do to help combat the effects of stress on our bodies. So, I want you to think about being a caveman or a cavewoman, and you're out hunting and you're looking for food to put on your table. And all of a sudden, you see a saber-toothed tiger and it's coming right at you. What happens to your body physically? Your heart rate starts to go up, you start breathing faster, your blood pressure goes up, and all of a sudden you get this big jolt of energy that allows you extra human strength so that you can run away from that saber-toothed tiger and hopefully preserve your life. Well, the same thing happens to us physically when we are getting ready for a wedding, which is a good stress. Or like in my household, getting ready for a high school graduation, another happy stress. Or maybe somebody's sick at home and that's not such a great stress. Or you're unhappy in your marriage or unhappy in your work, or you're worried about somebody and you're not able to sleep. Every single stress, whether or not it be stress that comes from a happy event or stress that comes from an unhappy event, every single stressor causes the same thing to our bodies physically. Increased heart rate, increased breathing rate, increased blood pressure, increased cortisol. And while we may need that increased cortisol temporarily to help get us through that situation, if we have that same stressor over and over and over and over again, you can imagine it's going to cause damage. And we don't want that to happen. So there are some methods to help decrease that cortisol level and help decrease your heart rate and your blood pressure so that it doesn't cause you to have physical damage and physical harm done to you by that stress. One of the methods would be breathing. And I may have talked to some of you one-on-one about this technique, but there's actually a technique that's used for lots of different things. People who are going through cancer treatment, people who have ADD and ADHD, people who have anxiety disorders, people who are getting ready for a test. This breathing technique can actually slow your heart rate down, slow your breathing rate down, bring down your blood pressure, and help you decrease your cortisol levels. So the method is that when you notice stress, or if you're trying to be preventative and just do this once an hour, you take 3 slow deep breaths through your nose, hold it with each breath for up to 7 seconds, and then slowly release that breath through your mouth for over up to 7 seconds. Hold it before you take your next breath, and then again hold it before you release. So there's always kind of a delay between a breath in and a breath out. So if you do that 3 times an hour, you can actually significantly impact your blood pressure, your heart rate, your breathing rate, and your cortisol levels. And by doing that, it can help you sleep better. It can help decrease your risk of heart disease and high blood pressure. It can even have some effects on blood sugar and overall disease. So breathing and being aware of your breathing can definitely help reduce stressful situations. Another thing is to make sure that you're eating healthfully. If you're eating on the run all the time and filling your bodies with foods that don't heal your body when there's damage, you're just making the issue worse. So you want to make sure, especially when you're under stress, that you're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. I've talked to you about Strive for 5 and getting those antioxidants in your body. And that's because stress increases significantly the amount of those free radicals, remember that I talked to you about, that try to take over the healthy cells and turn them into something bad. So especially when you're stressed, you want to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and get a lot of vitamin C. You also want to make sure you're sleeping well. Now, some people will tell me, I can't sleep when I'm under stress. But that technique that I just taught you to breathe can help you relax yourself, slow down your breathing, kind of slow down your thinking and your mind, and help you to fall off to sleep. If you wake up in the morning, or in the middle of the night, don't get up, stay in bed and try that breathing exercise again to try to help you go back to sleep. Try not to watch things that are disturbing right before you go to bed. A lot of people watch the nightly news, at 11 o'clock or whatever. Don't do that, because it's filling your mind up with negative things and things that worry you. And you don't want to go to bed thinking about those things. And then make sure that if you feel overwhelmed, if it's just getting to be too much, that you reach out and talk to somebody. Talk to a spiritual leader, talk to a family member, talk to a teacher, talk to somebody at work, talk to somebody that you trust. Talk to a counselor, talk to your doctor, somebody that you can trust. All of us need somebody to talk to from time to time. And sometimes things do get overwhelming, and we just need somebody else's thoughts on what's going on to help us kind of calm ourselves down. So don't ever be ashamed of that and reaching out for help. We all need it from time to time. So with that, I wish you many happy thoughts. I hope that this has helped you, and definitely try that breathing technique because it really does help. We'll talk to you soon.